Hello. How are you guys? Hope you enjoyed the guitar. Our usual music recently when we start the stream, eh? Let's see. Hello, Yellow, Lily, hello, Mifa, Kent. If a Yokofadori game would break it, then it's already broken by me. Oh, it's answering Toad. My attempt to play Signed Power Picker was a mess. If I submitted it, the spreadsheet might break. Attempt to, Toad, attempt to. I see. You actually uploaded your Yokofu? Interesting. You guys, if you keep sending me Sidepound Picker, I will have to finally learn it, so keep doing that, so that we all can improve together. Yeah. Which finger are you guys looking at? This screen. Alright. Let me see. Refresh. So far we have Sea of Skifu. We have Eon Skifu. Ooh, okay. Interesting. I'm reading the comments. We will have Melkor's Kifu with no comment? Melkor, no comment at all? No, we're not comment shaming. We're not comment shaming, but it's rare for Melkor to not input the comment. This game feels really horrible. Okay, gotcha. We will take a look at it, Lily. Don't worry. Alright, we will start with Sea of... And it's actually 4-piece handicap with Mifa. And what you wrote about it... Mifa insisted that I should send this game to you. Sensei, he wants to show us some interesting game. How much? If we had your computer game, would you? No. Yep. Your request was strictly refused, Time Zombie. What you guys don't know is when I'm streaming, it's Telmarch time to relax, so I shall not force that upon him. Same way he's streaming, I'm playing Hollow Knight. Yeah, Telmarch started streaming recently, so if you guys wanna follow him, it's Telmarch Shogi on Twitch. It's also in our friends list, so yeah, you can watch a few times European 5 times even, European champion play some Shogi Wars online. Yeah, pretty cool. And he plays a lot of Yuko Fudori, yes. Hi, Melkor. Yeah, Lily, that's a great strategy. Yeah, you should post games that you're unhappy with so that you can improve them, yeah? I was feeling like not putting a comment in because I want your thoughts without influencing. Gotcha. Yeah, it's going well, Kabit. Hope you're doing fine as well. We're gonna start our analysis. Why do I have so many Shogi books here? Oh yeah, because we had Saturday Shogi where we did a lot of studying. Do I wanna... Yeah, actually, I'm curious about this book. I'm gonna keep it here. Saturday Shogi, where we do random Shogi studies. It's also a cool stream to join. I didn't download the kifu yet. No, I didn't. Okay. I did everything. I checked the name. I checked the center, the gote, everything I did apart from oh no, wait, I actually downloaded it in a weird spot. That's what happened. On my desktop? You guys are on my desktop now. You're like a virus. I'm just joking. Alright. Oh, and Lily, you sent a... Oh, the H-Buyer. We actually watched... I don't know if you know that we watched it on my stream, actually, Lily. We actually watched it on the stream yesterday. Whoops. Do you play your own matches on streams as well? Like live games? Like online games? Sometimes, yeah, I mean, we didn't have like playing streams. I mean, sometimes you guys challenge me to a game. Yesterday we played a game against Ion. No, it's okay, Lily. Actually, like, I didn't comment in depth, so I'm quite happy we will be able to. The professional matches, no. The online matches sometimes. Viewers plus virus is virus. And then you arrive at Vieredin heya heya heya. That's our inside joke. Let's see. CEO is playing 4-5 rook. You're going to preserve this bishop diagonal. That's a really nice thing to do. And here, this is a trick. If you were to take it, they're gonna target this pawn and like eat a few pawns. This is somewhat a just Seki itself. This is why it sometimes matters, like in which order you push those pawns and so on. It's worth knowing it, yeah. Now, okay, yeah, so Mifa has to protect that pawn. And you have a chance to exchange here, you don't have to hurry. And now you don't have a chance. So now he has a vanguard pawn in the center. You will probably put a pressure on it, they will probably defend it. Unless you're gonna use the other silver. Okay. I see, so your plan is quite straightforward. You are saying, oh, you dare to take a central pawn? I'm gonna attack you with 3 pieces, and you with your 2 defenders can do nothing. So that's your plan. Sounds good. Yeah, hey. But here Mifa tries to prevent that. And we have few interesting moves here. All right, so basically middle game starts, right? Our king is still in the center. Then we lost 1 pawn, we're gonna regain it here, all right? So Mifa doesn't take it so that we don't have a strong silver in the center, right? This would be quite a nice position to have. You go like this and this and this. Okay. So of course, the objective of handicap games would be to activate our big pieces to like infiltrate the enemy camp. The thing here, we have this bishop here and we would like to like activate it here. That would be one usual plan. The other way would be over here. This would be a good spot to activate both of our pieces, yeah? So let's see, what was your plan? Thought Karo was speaking Cantonese with that heya heya heya. Ni hao. 我是 Karolina. Here you go. That's all I know from Chinese. I don't know if... Is Cantonese Chinese? I actually started doubting myself. I thought it is. So, yeah, you're combining this idea with putting the rook here. Of course, we have to be careful about this dropping silver drop, yeah? Mifa is attacking in the center. If we don't take this, this takes pawn drop, runs away, silver drop, and the head of our king is quite in trouble. But if we go this way, next he's threatening silver drop, right? So we defend here, we could have considered defending here, so a little bit off the mark, to force them to use 1 more pawn in order to exchange silvers. This is kind of a trick as well. This is quite direct, this forces our god to move, yeah? Oh, okay. So yeah, that would avoid this situation as well. The trick here is if we take, there's a fork here. The result of it is, yes, we got a silver, they got a gold. So that's equal, but on top of it, this silver is under attack and this rook is under the pressure and this king is under the pressure. So this positional advantage would be huge. Yeah, we try to hold it together. And this time if they drop here, it's a silver, so it protects diagonally. But the knight is the piece that we're afraid of. Yeah, now Mifa has 4 attacking 3, well, 3 and almost 4 attacking pieces depending on how this pawn is going to work. In the meantime, if we were to attack, this would be very, very slow. Yeah, so you can see from the development of this game, you can see how this is a reliable, strong, slow attack versus quick engagement. Yeah, which one do you guys prefer? Yeah, this is a question that we also ask ourselves when we choose the opening we want to play. Yeah, so because it's quick and it's using only small pieces, pawn drop is a good defense here. And we might have trouble like finding a continuation. So great defense from Sea of so far. All right. What do we see next? We could attack, but instead we decide to delete the whole enemy attack. Oh, here we have, yeah? Before we dropped the silver directly here. Now we dropped it a little bit behind. I think that's much better. All right, of course, Mifa will be trying to do stuff. We got a knight. Yeah, that's a huge advantage. So we went here, attacking this square, which isn't actually protected now. The knight jumped away, right? So it's a good place for the bishop. Going here also looks interesting, because moves like this would attack the head of the king. But if we don't have to go for risky move, why to go? Speaking of risky moves, okay. Yeah, we could slow down. Yeah, we could slow down. Go here. Yeah, and like 310 this gold while trying to open up this line. That could be a plan. But we decide to go in. It's also fine. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, tell me. Always go quick, yeah. Yeah, if I'm speaking too fast, also please tell me. I tend to like blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Okay, that's quite heavy, yeah? We can see that the king can run here, and we will need a little bit more than a gold to like break in. And we're also missing pawns. This is a little bit concerning, yeah? No pawns in hand is called fugire, so out of gire, yeah? Guys, you know the kire, yeah? We have even the emoticon about it. Where is it? Kiri. Boom. Kire. So we're cut out of pawns. Literally, we're out of pawns. That's not a good situation. So one of the plans could be that we get a pawn in hand. But let's see. Yeah, so we have 3 attacking pieces, and we're playing handicap game. So the advantage that we have is the rook. We're not using the rook, meaning we don't use the advantage that we have, yeah? So that's a little bit concerning here. For example, we could have targeted a move like this to activate the rook while attacking both gold and threatening promotion. Pawn 3-4. Looking for knight drop. Looks interesting. Pawn 3-4. This is a little bit too much, perhaps. I mean, the idea is the same. It just feels like we give away a whole knight. I mean, it's the same idea, but you see, before we used just the pawn. I guess it would work too, yeah. Your mind is quite scary, Melkor. You just sacrifice everything. Quite interesting. Quite interesting line. Yeah, so here still our rook isn't activated, and this gold kind of is stuck here together with this pawn, both doing, like, yeah, sure, they limit the king movement, but apart from that, it does nothing. What we want to do is reach the king, not only limit it. Okay, so we're going for this move, which is a checkmate threat. And the checkmate threat looks like this. Yeah, that's the only way we're doing checkmate threat. So the problem with this move, that's only one-sided way to make a threat, and the opponent can defend. If you do one move threat, one place, one square threat, the opponent will have one defense, yeah? Of course, there are threats that are undefendable. In this case, well, here's the defense, right? Here takes, again, this doesn't work because now we created escape route. So we get a knight. That's reasonable. Now we are also threatening pawn push. The problem is we gave away a very strong pieces to our enemy, which is the bishop and the rook. So this threatens a checkmate in one rook drop. We defend, we take the gold, and this king is safe. So I just look at this position and say this is lost, right? You fight few more moves and then you resign. So if you do moves like this, you have to be sure that you have a continuation. Strong enough continuation. This, as we have already established, wasn't enough. It's just pushing the king away. If we had like a double threat, like this feels much stronger, right? So this is what we want, and this would justify the bishop sacrifice. If we are not able to find any benefit in bishop sacrifice, we should consider playing slower move. Yeah, that's what we wanna do in general. And then if we cannot do anything, well, we will have to fight through the variation that looks more reasonable. But if we're reading this in our minds, then maybe around here we should have chosen a different move. This is how shogi works, yeah? But I think you were fine. It's just that the continuation here wasn't good enough. But yeah, up until this point, I think it was a great fight. You did activate your bishop. Just that you were missing the rook, yeah? And I think you learned here that this defense was pretty nice too. This silver drop was pretty nice. Yeah, Mifa is a really hard opponent to win against, so do not lose your faith, yeah? It was a pretty decent game. Yeah, basically here you're losing because that wasn't strong enough of a threat. It wasn't a hishi. It's your mind that wants to suck everything. Reasonable sacrifices are what we want. All right, see you off. Hope that helps. It was really interesting game. Glad you sent it. As you said, it was interesting. And now we're gonna go, let me refresh to Ion's game. And you say Uekawa sensei was kind enough to offer free teaching games with the members of our local shogi club. I'm looking forward to your review of Kifu. Thank you. All right, so we have this ladies pro playing against you. I'm not sure if you can see. Yeah. And we're gonna see how you did, Ion. And you were Gotte, and this is surprisingly even game. All right, that's quite interesting. Even game. So we're gonna go like this, and Ion. So we're gonna flip that we see Gotte on the bottom because Ion is Gotte. Yeah, it's quite surprising for Mifa. That's true, Yellow, yeah. Both Lily and Mifa are scared, still trying to recover from trauma. You were traumatized by Lily and Mifa? That's unheard of. Yeah, but hey, that's shogi. You have to go aggressive. The only way to go is to win by getting the enemy's king, right? So we have a third by rook versus static rook. Furibi shader third of yeah, many lady pro actually do so. One day you will be much stronger, and then you will say you will still lose to both of them, but at a higher level. I mean, some things doesn't change if you think of young professional players, like for example Habu and Moriuchi. They continue to their rivalization until the highest levels, right? Yeah, it happens. It happens. Here we're going Elmo. And here is a very unusual move. It, as you see, it leaves, the goat leaves the castle. But the idea is to make this, the defense of those squares better. Yeah, it has minuses and pluses. We're gonna see how you go about it. Interesting. Quite a heavy shape, no? So the problem is this is very painful to your position right now. This is very painful. What we would like to do, yeah, maybe it doesn't work. Yeah, it doesn't work. Never mind. I'm quite interested in this gold movement here. I also didn't see it much. King takes to not make a wall, but at this time we cannot take this pawn, right? If we are to take it with the... I think this would be quite nice to us, but the problem is, right, this token is very threatening to our Elmo's castle immediately. That's my point I wanted to make, I guess. Now we put the king here. Oh, you don't take it. That's amazing, actually. Keep the defense. And then threaten the pawn drop. Yeah, that's very painful right now. And you have no way of defending it. Well, you could go here. Could go here. That's probably what you have to do. But then pawn drop, bishop drop or something will happen, right? Okay, you decide to attack. This is why sometimes they put the rook here to like limit the impact of this token promotion. Or they put it here to protect the knight. So this is something we might have considered. We might have considered going here without pushing this. Because the minus of this move, it gives them a pawn in hand. So yeah, depending on the situation. I mean, generally it is a good move. Just you need to make sure when you start attacking that your attack has substance in it as a static rook, yeah? That's your role as a static rook. Do not attack when you don't have the advantage. Away from the gold. I mean, the other idea would be to like slightly exchange the pawn, but I'm not sure if it benefits you. I mean, also the fact that her gold is here already, you waiting, is kind of beneficial. I would have to spend more time on this position till I can understand it completely, not gonna lie. Yeah, not gonna do it. We have stream to make. Yeah, so for example, you could consider moving the rook first or something. if you're not able to stop that attack here. Now the question is, should you take the bishop or not? Yeah, this doesn't seem substantial enough, yeah? Ooh! Ooh! Oh my! Oh my! You are being destroyed! This bishop drop. Ooh, wow. Knight sack instead of pawn drop. Alright, let's see that. Knight sack instead of pawn drop. Yeah, that's considerable. Yeah, we're gonna take here. And this way, this target here becomes less. This gold becomes forward. Considerable, yeah. Then we're threatening less rook promotion, but we actually would like to drop the pawn instead to have a more substantial attack, yeah? Knight sack fell too much. I mean, it enables your attack, disables the gold, forces the knight up. I mean, if we were to go normally, it would be like this, and then you both have a token, which might indicate close fight. But yeah. Risky, yeah. You're weak here, and it's coming. Hello, Infinity Anime King. Welcome, Oi, welcome. Pawn 5-5 instead of pawn takes 7-4. Where was it? Dun 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 dun. Pawn 5-5. But still, we're gonna go here. You go. That's illegal. Brain, stop it. Yes, thank you, Brain. Pawn drop. Yeah, that slows us down. Definitely, Nifu is totally slow us down. Yeah, agree. Pawn 5-5, and then the attack on the knight becomes slower. Hi, Contenti. So yeah, do you wanna pack everything in this fight? That was your question. You said yes, and here we're going. Here we're fighting. The bishop is here, threatening everything. You're trying to escape, but your rook is just not having the best time. Yeah. Ooh, interesting. But then you have a wall. It's becoming a little bit weird, yeah? It seems like your opponent have a huge advantage here by having that token. And weirdly enough, we didn't have a good follow-up. Lance drop. That felt a little bit weak over here. We don't have a pawn in hand as well. and then you come in, you get 2 pieces for 1, which is super good. Yeah, and now we have generals, which means you have enough forces to like defend, yeah? So this is why it became... And this horse is just la 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 all the way back, so you forced it out super well. Edge attack. Like, if we could, the fastest way to attack would be like this. The problem is, I assume they take, we take, they take. Then we would be able to take this, but then they have too many pieces. Yeah, okay. So we have to find a different way of attacking. Your choice is the edge attack. Again, if we try to harass this horse, it's going to come closer, harass our dragon. So I guess that's not optimal. The silver drop is just take, 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 redrop. It's gonna slow us down, so edge seems like a good idea. We limit them, and here we really would like to somehow attack from this side. Speaking of which... Like, if you didn't attack this horse, this would be pretty fast, right? If you didn't the attack. Yeah, if it's on 7-5, yeah. So that's the conclusion that we're arriving at. Clip all my mistakes. Clip all my mistakes, Melkor. Destroy my reputation. I actually did similar type of Nifu in my Kenshukai test. So nothing changed. My brain still doesn't work. In the similar opening as well. Oh, it's like the pain came back immediately. Yeah, so this like limits them, but you just cannot reach the king is the problem. If we could, like, knight drop here would be nice, but there is the gold, so this is why it cannot be. The other way of attacking is usually go here, and then silver drop, but that takes some time, and we're already looking at the king, so this looks natural, right? So maybe 7 for pawn wasn't the best. Over there, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. But they have the counter attack. Yeah. That's usually painful to play like that, yeah. Yeah, they just take, nothing, yeah. Sad. This is how an attack breaks, yeah? This is the exact move that will turn the flow of the game. Well, you could argue, oh, I should have moved the dragon here and it could have been different. Well, the flow of the game, the moment you move the dragon, it kind of changes already. That's the problem, yeah? Depending on the situation, you could consider going for the h1 move earlier. Without dropping the knight. The knight is a really nice piece to like use in the edge attack. Like this. It immediately threatens drop here. So if you feel like this isn't enough, you could keep it from the attack for the left. If they do the same thing. Was it here or was it below? Yeah, yeah, it was here. So let's say they play the same move. Then you have like more options. You could go for moves like this, perhaps. Because if knight takes, you have the knight drop. So keeping the knight has a value in itself. Sure, my core I can put it at the end. Koshiro is showing a variation. Pawn takes. Oh, nice. And then go drop. Yeah, that would work. So what's going to happen? We're gonna take. The problem is, like they have a horse here, right? So our original plan is probably to, yeah, it's gonna work. If we go here, this is going to work, right? The silver is hanging. How about this move? Knight takes, horse takes. Would be quite as powerful. Of course, that means we can take it and then use it to the counter attack, right? So maybe that's valuable. Valid way to continue attacking. Just as an example, yeah. If you do something like this, for example, they will have only bishop and rook in hand. It's hard for them to defend. So maybe it's playable. Probably take. Also moves this silver, and then you can attack here with silver. It's also possible, I think. Yeah, something like this. You wanna go for the punching, and Koshiro pointed out this brilliant Tsuji here. Really nice one to remember. Yeah, it looks winning. Agree. Yeah, so here, compared to that, yeah, this looks like you're running away from the fight, one move away. So even if it's winning, even if this is winning, it's like slower. So chances are that it might not be winning, yeah? Because it's one move slower. Bishop drop 8-6. Instead of lance takes. Okay, let's see that variation. Bishop drop. The problem with this move is, you know, the promotion is checkmate. So we like have to take it. And then we have a move to do something else, right? Like, just an example, yeah. If we take the dragon, we might be too slow. But in this moment, I think they might take this instead, which is a trouble. It's like trouble on a different level. So I don't think that would be this simple. Lance 1-5. Lance drop, I assume? So first question is, if we take here, what do you do? That's the first question we have to ask ourselves in this position. Do we have a mate? The answer will be most likely yes. Not mate. Okay. Well, we're gonna start with a pawn drop, probably. But king goes sideways. If we take, Takes, knight drop. Most likely leads to a mate because there is also a silver here that helps our attack, yeah? King goes here, pawn drop. Even if we take here, he cannot go back because we have a gold drop. So that was my reading. If we take here, it's a mate, right? Why not lance takes the pawn? We take, they take, we take, pawn drop. So I assume we're gonna take, drop again, and lead to the same variation. Yeah, it works. Is it no mate? Am I missing something? It leads to the same variation, unless this move is not a mate. Because the king can go backwards. We consider this move, right? We consider this move. And the pawn helps the escape protection. But if we go here directly, and we go here and we go here, how exactly are we going to stop the king from escaping over there? In both of those variations, the same thing. Yeah? How would we do that? We need one more general to protect the king escape. Unless we have a trick in our sleeve. Do we have a trick in our sleeve, chat? If I'm asking this question, the answer is most likely yes. We're gonna use this piece. You think it's not enough? How about this move? The knight comes all the way from the back and chases the king to the back. You see, if it takes, then we're gonna use this technique of pulling it backward. Yeah, there is a trick, definitely. So I think this is a brilliant SOG we found together. I'm so glad we are analyzing this together. I think, therefore, Melkor's idea of unpromoted move is much simpler than my idea. And yeah, the pawn drop basically won't work because of the line we just shown with this knight beautifully joining the attack. Ooh, that was a nice to me. All right, so the question was, what do we do after they drop the bishop? We're gonna take here, and we drop the lance, which was Melkor's idea. And even if they take this silver, even if they take this rook, it doesn't change the situation of this knight coming to fight and helping with checkmate, right? Click, click, and this silver. Nothing is blocking those two pieces, those two crucial pieces. Therefore, we don't have an offensive way to deal with the situation. How about a defensive way? How about we move the gold here? Yeah, how about we move the king here? We have to find those. This is perhaps more logical that we take, drop the pawn or something like this. So we're gonna omit that. How about gold takes, yeah? Bringing a piece from the behind to help the defense. And the thing is, I think, no, this might be too slow a little bit. Silver 2-5. Like here. We don't have a silver in hand. Instead of moving the gold. Which silver? Which move? This, we don't have a silver in hand. This is the only gold move, yeah, we had. I assume you're talking about this position. Yeah, I think Lily, you're quite tired. you feel to me like you're tired. I hope you're okay. So let's consider this situation now. I mean, you say lance takes 1/7 is a Hishi. So if we were to take it with the... Always, if we were to take it with the gold, this dragon can come in. That's something we have to notice. You had trouble staying awake. Maybe you should sleep then, Lily. We can do your game next, quickly, if you want, and then you can go sleep. Rest, it's important for your brain, clearly. We can see the signs, so maybe let's do that, okay? Maybe you need a rest. This is Hishi because if we drop the pawn, we take. The rook comes here again, right? The rook can come here, we abuse this king with the pawns again, probably leading to a mate. That works. All right, cool. Reasonable decision. Now my question is, knight takes, and then what do we do? Do we take it? Again, if we don't do anything, this most likely leads to a mate with the dragon coming in. But if we ignore this situation, do we have a mate? So let's say we go here. Do we have a mate? Yes, gold drop. Again, leading to the same situation. If we take it and the dragon comes in, no defense. Or is there? Probably not, right? So I don't know why my brain doesn't register it as a Hishi. It's quite interesting. This is definitely a Hishi, as Koshiro says. Somehow my brain cannot comprehend this. But yeah, I guess now that I see the dragon check here, followed out by a silver drop or followed out by a pawn drop, it's more obvious. Yeah, all right. So the answer is pawn promotion, pawn takes, pawn drop was quite a nice variation for you, Eon, it seems. According to the line that Koshiro found earlier. One more thing. Our line was here, right? And then if we take, and then silver drop. What if we drop the bishop here? I guess that's my question. So we drop the silver, we take, we go here. Now we treat and checkmate with a gold drop. If they take here, we go here. They drop the silver or the rook. It isn't this clear to my brain, unless I'm missing something. I mean, we could probably take gold drop here to like push the king away as well. If we take silver drop, that's also a possibility, but a little bit risky. Which one is the best one? It's probably a mate. I've started learning a bit of shogi recently. My head is spinning right now. I'm so sorry, book. I recommend that you send your own kifu to this page. And so what I'm doing unconsciously is I'm trying to adjust what I'm saying to the level of the person that's playing. So Eon is a very strong player, so we're considering really difficult lines so that we can improve. I recommend to you that you send your own game, we call it kifu, and then I will adjust what I'm saying to your level. So hopefully that's gonna help. You like gold takes, bishop, yeah. I also consider that, because king can run, but then I assume we can take this knight and continue our attack. That was my final assumption. Yeah, let's leave it at that. Oh, and also we have this Discord with some beginner resources, like Hidechi videos. We have some free shogi books. Shogi books are rare. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to write one right now, a beginner-friendly book. But if you're trying to find any available resource, it's gonna be on our Discord. Stretch. Oh god, my bones just did like. I guess that's good stretch. Oh my gosh. I didn't realize how much Hollow Knight I played today. Chinchilla noise. Oh, that's our trademark. Nobody understands what it means or where it came from, but that's a chinchilla noise that we're doing. Finally, I beat it. That's actually, I beat it before, but I wanted one more ending. And I beat it once more properly. And now I'm trying to do the hard mode, the steel hard, is it called? So if you die forever, hardcore. I've been doing this in my free time, but if you would like guys me to stream it, I could. Yeah, so that was really amazing game, really interesting. Thank you for sharing, Ian. And we're gonna go next, and we wanted to do Lily first, not Mercor, because Lily needs to sleep, and Mercor said he wanna go last. So we're gonna do that. Oh, another Mifa game, okay. And Lily's got the... Oh, and if somebody is like, oh no, she's showing the password. Oh, no, the password is always banana. Everybody knows it. That's also, we have many server traditions, and this is one of them. The unspoken rule. We have many of those. Don't worry about asking someone too simple or basic on Discord. Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, it's a safe place to learn about Shogi for a reason, right? We threw away the people who were not beginner friendly some long time ago. Unfortunately. Yeah, we asked them, please avoid saying that and this, and they're like, no. So okay. Then don't be surprised that people don't like what you're saying. Yeah. Is this the game? Yeah, I think this is the game we watched actually on the stream on Saturday. And we were saying that halfway through you were really good, but both of you started making horrible things in the end game. Horrible things. So maybe we can concentrate on that. Hello, Abigail. Yeah. Do you really need the bishop here in that case? Do you need the bishop here, is my question. Yeah, you could have exchanged the silvers without the bishop, right? Like here. There's also something shouting in my brain that this should give you some form of advantage, and you're not really like working on having that advantage. Like instead of here, I think this is the better move. If my very limited static rook knowledge checks out, this is the better move, because yeah, obviously knight takes, we're gonna go here. Lance takes, you have this amazing move, threatening two things at the same time. Yes, Koshiro agrees. Cool. The problem with this move, if I remember correctly, will be this one. And I'm not really sure what to give a hint about it. I guess silver exchange is possible. I mean, technically the same position the Joseki is that you drop the silver here. From what I know. The problem is you didn't exchange the silvers yet. So I would assume this is still a good move in order to achieve that position. I'm not sure. Bishop. Oh, yes, that's much better. Okay, I got blindfolded, tunnel vision. This is much better. Indeed, indeed. Yeah, this is very famous Tsuji. So the idea is that this gives you the pressure here, but because the king is here, it's just that you've exchanged the pawn and like you didn't gain anything. And this lance might become a target in the future. Like, for example, rook here. Lance immediately becomes a target, yeah? The idea of this move is to dominate the edge. The idea of this move is to break the enemy shape immediately. Because this move threatens this, and they can defend it with the pawn drop. So that one square difference makes a huge difference. Yeah? Interesting, you know. You know so many things, wow. Yeah, so please remember this one. If I know it as a free bishop player, you should know it as well. And yeah, this is the question. Was the bishop necessary over there? And now we're trying to make something, but there is a fork. Are we fine with that? I guess we're fine because... I guess we're fine because of this. So scary. So scary to me. Guess we're fine, right? I guess we're fine. Guess we're escaping slowly. I have no knowledge. Maybe it's playable. It is a very playable Kakuwa Wari Tesuji indeed, as Koshiro says. So then we slowed down by dropping the silver here, alright. Then dropping the bishop. Defending the edge. Silver drop. I'm gonna come up with the theory that you're in hurry because you dropped that bishop on 4-4 and it's gonna be under attack soon. And this is why we're in hurry. So that would indicate that bishop drop from many moves ago wasn't a good idea. But if we consider this as a good attack, then it doesn't matter. It's just that we don't have the option of going slowly here because of other choices we made before. Let Telmarch justice. Telmarch judgment is he prefers center because Gote dropped all the pieces on the board. But he's not giving his final word. No, Telmarch is not coming. As I said, it's the relaxed time for him. Don't do it for real. Of course I will do it for you. It's a joke for me as well to go off the camera and ask him. He's streaming now. He should get used to the pressure, right? The game gave me the impression that even though Kondo is... Oh, you're talking about that game. Okay. Though he's extremely strong and has a high ranking in the fan ratings, he has yet to reach the title challenger caliber. Yellow, can you share it on the Discord, like the games, Shogi games? I will check it out later. We can talk more about it there. Not tell much reveal. Yeah, that's impossible currently. Maybe one day. Telemarch review, that sounds stupid. Like Telemarch is something he has need to reveal. Guys, if you want to meet Telemarch, you go to ESC in Germany in July, at the end of July, and you meet him. Be normal. Don't be like, ooh, elbow reveal type of people online. Just come to Germany and meet him, eh? Yes. Yeah, but ESC, I don't know. Their page wasn't working recently. I don't want to give Telemarch. Yeah, it's not working. But basically, there is ESC, July 28th, and you can join us. I will be there. Telemarch will be there. Everybody will be there. You should come too. Yeah, there will be. I wonder if there would be pros. Usually, there would be pros on the ESC as well. I don't know about this year because COVID and so on. And I derailed the stream. It's fine. It's what you guys come here for. Be normal. Be normal. Nifus. Shogi Harbour gang shows up with a sea of stuffed chinchilla toys. I actually got a penguin yesterday. A new one. I was the one walking with penguin and stuffing into the face of everyone 2 years ago. I never uploaded this video, but I had a video of forcing people to hold the penguin and introduce themselves to the camera. I've done it before, yes. I've done it before. Do I have that? Let me quickly check. This is the new computer. Where could that be? I'll just quickly check. Please don't leave me. Derailing the stream makes people either stay or leave. Let's see. Save picture. Oh yeah, this is Jean. Where was I? This person on the left, I don't know her. I'm joking, that's me. But yeah. Yeah, I might have to search for it. Do you guys want to see the penguin? If not, we're just gonna continue. That's my twin sister. Nah, that's me. I do have a twin sister though, if people didn't know. I think this was, again, quite defensive move. Now Santa doesn't have any pieces in hand at all. And going here felt good because you can go there, like continue attacking. And you had this strong dragon and I really liked it during the game. Don't take credit for... I'm gonna show you my twin sister. And you will see. You will see that we're completely different, right? Completely different. Actually, I don't have a good photo. I don't want to show a bad photo of her. I don't have a good photo of her. One day I'll make a good photo and show it to you. Sister review. Yeah, too many pictures. Back to the game. Lily has to sleep. So this is decisive enough alone, right? We decided to jump in. But we're giving a whole horse because we gave it right, because it has no way to go. Sadly. So maybe that was an overplay? Like if we go here... I guess they can take, we promote, and then this knight jumps in, and that's what's uncomfortable. If we go here... I mean, every time they go here, we just go here, and then the bishop helps, right? Unless we have this bishop work. Okay, that's quite complex. That's quite complex. Another option is we don't need to do much about it. If they take it, we take it, and it's fine. They will promote here. We could find a better way of attacking in the meantime. But we wanted to activate the bishop, probably. That's what we're having in our minds. We activate the bishop. Yeah, so the problem is probably we would like to go like this, but then bishop drop happens. If we sacrifice 2 pieces for 1, this rook becomes active. I mean, that still looks winning, honestly, but... that still looks winning because we grabbed so many pieces on the way. Yeah. Thank you, Dream Race, for the raid. Hope you are here to enjoy some shogi. This is what we're doing on Sundays and Saturdays and Thursdays. All year long. Shogi Harbour, a safe place to learn about shogi. Is it recommended to go to the EC if you are a 6Q player? Yeah. I mean, you wanna meet cool shogi pro, you wanna meet the best players in the Europe and also make new friends, perhaps some players from your own country. It's like the coolest place. You not only play in the tournament, right? After the tournament, people go and drink together, play some drunk shogi, play some pair shogi, talk with the pros, get some signs. I don't know if this year there will be pros, but like it's always like a social thing as well. It's very important, and especially, you know, it's a way of playing 9 rated games, so you can get a real rating if you don't have a tournament in your city or in your region. It's a cool way to get it. What other things? Well, you can get cool shogi awards. I think there might, depending on the place it was made in, there was some participation, or like the best Q trophy, the best female trophies, depending on each, let's call it season, each year. There were different ones, but like it's really cool place to come to. Every year we look forward to ESC. Yeah. Just started learning from Seigo. We are going to exchange shogi for Go. What does it mean, exchange shogi for Go? You're stopping Go and you're starting shogi? That's what it means? I mean, you're welcome. I also played Go, but I decided shogi is more fun. And then I become shogi pro. Ha, 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 yeah. I realized it too late, but going to the tournament purely to play the tournament games is missing, yeah, half of the experience, exactly. Yeah, lance drop 8-5. It doesn't have to be 8-5 because the rook will escape, but having the threat in your mind is a good thing, yeah. They don't have to take it, you know. They can just run away. Yeah, if you don't have a rating yet, it's like the best place to go. The best place, you know? And you're gonna be like, "Hi Karolina, I'm the Afghadi." I'm like, "Oh my god, thank you for watching my streams." And then we shake hands and then we take a picture. And then I'm gonna give you a leaflet. "I'm writing a book, please look forward to it." "Yes, I know, I'm watching your Wednesday board streams." And we're gonna have this discussion face to face. Now that I say it out loud, it might sound less exciting that it actually happens, but trust me, it's fun. Can you make the chinchilla noise? Yeah. the real, you're gonna be able to say, "Oh, I heard the real chinchilla noise," you know. Yeah, it's worth it, really. If you don't have plans for summer, that's the best place to go. I don't know about you guys in America. Like, I imagine it's hard to like come, but it's worth it. Here you go, okay. But it's not their live one. Yeah, it's totally different. Oh my god, I just imagined like 10 of you guys come to the ESC and we like come to a group and then we record a video of all of us making chinchilla noise. That would be both terrifying and amazing at the same time. Oh god, yeah. Or singing the Anaguma song, and I would be like, somebody's singing the Anaguma song. That's gonna be creepy, actually. Don't do that. 5 tickets to Europe and back is ridiculous. Well, get old enough to pay only for yourself, Lily. Why do you need 5? I guess with your whole family, right? Europe is far away, yeah. But this is why it also would be good for you guys in America to have a tournament like this of your own, to have your own rating, to like make something at your own land, yeah. So far, somehow, I don't know why America is such a good country and you have all those amazing, yeah, associations and so on. But for Shogi, it kind of didn't work. It didn't click. So it's something that's in front of you still. Looking forward to it. Oh my god, for 5 minutes? Well, if you have the stubbornness to click it every 10 seconds, I would be amazed. Shogi explain, listen to this. Yeah. You need it. You still need it. Alright, but that's not the main point of the game. Okay, this pawn drop doesn't look good, to be honest. I'm more like attack the attacker type of person. I don't know, but yeah. Something more aggressive would be... Like, they did... Yeah, sure, they're gonna drop the last take the knight. Yeah. We want more pieces to join the attack. The fact that he chased your dragon away. Okay, so this is where we started watching it on the stream. And we were like, oh my god, that poor dragon, like, pushed away. Your opponent, I think we commented, actually I watched it from this direction. We commented that they could have sacrificed something to make the rook survive. I don't remember what it was, actually. I don't remember. Just a side note, could you just go here? Like, ignoring that move completely? No, because the bishop is here. Never mind. Yeah. The fact that it went here... Don't you know what happened with the French community on airplanes? French people can stay awake just to defend pixels. Oh. If you guys are perceptive enough, on our Discord, we've also gave a badge to people who sat for hours defending our Shogi pixels. So it's not only French people that sat, including me, sat for hours defending our Shogi pixel. Yeah. I have proof. I have proof. I have proof. Where's my proof? Ta-da! That's one of those many pixels that we've saved. This one didn't survive until the end, but yeah. This is Shogi pixel. This is their place. And... yeah, I cannot show it because of one detail, I guess. How do I show it without showing? And... over here. That's the... oh, you don't see it good. Over here we had our Shogi pixel. The problem is there's something not right over there, so... yeah. Yeah, we had our Shogi pixel there. I mean, we had the whole video about it on YouTube if you wanna check it. Yeah. Shogi place, Shogi Harbour or something. I'm gonna find a whole video about it here. Yeah, boom. You can watch a Shogi story. Back to game. Lily is never going to sleep, I assume. So this is where we started losing our minds, because it seemed like one side was getting the advantage over the other. And I was like, oh, Lily is going to win, Lily is going to win. And this amazing dragon sack, because if the bishop takes, the knight drop was here to finish off the game. We are losing our minds around here. But here your opponent played the lance, which both stops this knight from being dropped and attacks your dragon, which will attack your king, just like, person crying? I don't know. So we were losing our minds, but then you move the dragon back to like defend, which was pretty impressive. You try to stop the attack. The dragon was dancing. And I think slowly your opponent had a chance to win. Around here. Here in particular. I think if they'd taken this was winning. That was my reading. This was kind of my reading during this stream. You needed to take the bishop. Where was it that you needed to take it? Like here? Yeah, I wasn't sure about this silver in the end as well. Maybe like in between move is necessary here. Here, okay. Yeah, but you need something oomph to happen so that you can win the game, yeah? The problem was your rook couldn't move because the silver started hanging, so it felt like the silver was really heavy in the whole game. That was my problem with this situation. But yeah, maybe. Like, if you give them silver, this king might be a little bit in the danger. Maybe knight 5-5 first. Here. And then take the lance. That's where we're getting. Still, it's like not enough, right? To finish off the game. Probably this knight is coming in. This knight jump was also amazing during the game. Instead of the silver jump. Here. But bishop takes, right? Trying to come up with some good move here. Honestly, I didn't see why couldn't you take this pawn to like slow down the game completely? Yeah, it creates a wall, but they don't have a follow-up was my logic. Yeah, good, and you? Butter, how are you? It looked both good and bad at the same time, and it's like hard for me to judge whenever the dragon looks so amazing as well. So it was hard to like say that it was bad, but of course the game continued. I think your opponent had a chance here with taking the silver here. So this is why perhaps the silver was bad. Does one have to neglect school to become good at shogi? No, but that depends on your priority, how good, and who are you talking about. Yeah, the talking also, like it gave the lance to the hand. Yeah, so I thought he had a chance here. And then it started being really dangerous to you. And he started winning. And I started cringing because he missed the mate, basically. Here it felt like you deleted the knight. Sorry, I was watching it like this. And then you took the gold for free, right? It looked really winning. And here I think you should have taken this knight to take this. It was winning. That's what I assumed. Like, this attacking piece disappears. Sure, your rook is taken, but look, it enables this rook, right? So I thought that was winning to you at a glance. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong because I didn't read properly. For example, always there's lance sacrifice here. That was quite troublesome. Yeah. Let's say equivalent to a grandmaster in chess. Yeah, it's knight and rook. But the knight goes only forward. Yes. No, yes. Like Fuji went to high school and then he became pro and then he stopped school because there was no reason for him to continue it. So you don't have to neglect it to be pro. But you also have to be born in Japan and you have to start shogi very early. And you have to have some talent to it. Yes, I know Japanese. Shogi Pro is almost certainly stronger. Yeah, but we're talking about Shogi Pro 4 Dan, yeah? Not about 9 Dan. In general, chess players overrate their abilities compared to Shogi. That's interesting, Yellow. Please tell me more. Yeah, I have trouble comparing chess to Shogi because I don't know exactly what a grandmaster is. I had discussion with Telmarch not so long ago about it. Yeah, so here, your opponent have a checkmate. Like, that's what... He has a checkmate. That's what I was calculating. Why do you force me to butter? Why would you like me to say it? It felt if as I calculated there was a mate. Now I'm not so sure anymore. I thought he had a mate in this position. Maybe because I'm looking from the wrong direction. Let me remember. Takes. Yeah, okay, yeah. I was reading silver drop. If the king runs here, I was reading gold drop, rook drop, something like this. That's what I was reading. If it goes here, it's just gold drop, right? I think. Yeah. I'm doubting myself again. Maybe my brain is overwired, like overcharged already. Let's leave it here. A grandmaster in 20th century was prestigious title that was extremely noteworthy accomplishment. However, it's not as valuable anymore. Maybe chess grandmasters like 2 down or 3 down Shoreka, but definitely not a Shogi Pro. Interesting. I find it very hard to distinguish between these pieces, although their shape is the same and color is the same, only direction differs. Takes practice, but it takes practice. Night drop is easier. Night drop. Night drop? Oh, that's what it was. Thank you, Koshio. Thank you. Thank you. Night drop is more straightforward. So I thought he had made. And still I thought he had made here. Okay, they dropped the knight, so maybe it's not as obvious anymore. But then, magic thing happened. Magic thing happened, Lily. He played this move, which broke my brain by... no. What broke my brain is this move. Because he is winning if he just drops the silver here. And I was losing my ass the whole game. Why he doesn't go for that? Knowing that this is Zetto. There is no continuation here. And then he panics and defense, right? Just gives you a chance to counterattack. And Butter, how about you go to our Discord and then ask me 10 questions over there? And here I thought you're winning again. I thought maybe, if you sacrifice the dragon here, that disturbs the bishop, and maybe lance is decisive. But I wasn't sure. What I was sure about is here you're... This was brilliant. Yeah, this bishop here saving your... This was brilliant. I was sure... What was I sure about? That you overcharged over here. Because you have a good move in this position. A very good one. He had Sume instead of 7-9 gold. He had Sume, it wasn't Zetto? I'm wrong then. He had Sume? What am I missing? What am I missing? What am I missing? 7-9, eh? 7-9. I thought this is unmateable. What am I missing? The gold is here protecting, this gold is here protecting, right? This pawn is protecting here, even if you promote, this gold takes and it's fine, right? The bishop is protecting here. Am I missing something? Unless you mean in this position. Yeah, I during the game I noticed you at certain points you started playing really fast, and I commented Lily is tilting, and I was really disappointed because I know you can do it. I know you can play the proper moves, but sometimes you're like and you're angry and you play immediately. But if you only control that habit, you would be so much stronger, Lily. Lance takes 5-3. After the knight? And then... Or here even. After the knight, I assume. If king takes... Here or after the knight? Like, are we talking this or this? Lance takes gold from 6-2, takes silver 5. Oh, so that's the knight position, right? That's the knight position. takes, silver 5-2, gold takes, silver drop. And then if we take, we have the rook drop, which is a mate. I was calculating king takes, but then simply rook drop here even works. That's what I came up with. Gold drop takes, silver drop, gold drop, gold drop, takes, silver. That's perfectly enough. How about this one? It's just silver here, which is even faster. King takes, we just calculated, yeah? Yeah, so 5 free lands was a threat all the time. Just to show it to you guys, maybe. So no matter what happens here, we have this drop, right? There's the bishop here, by the way. Anytime kings come here, we have the gold drop. If king goes down, we have the gold drop here, because the knight is protecting here. King takes, it's just, you know, 2 generals at the head. So I thought that as simpler. So the most difficult one was gold takes, but here Koshiro points out this move, which forces this general to leave the defense of this square, or forces this general to leave the defense of this square. And the problem is we have only 2 generals left, but that's perfectly enough. So a very beautiful line from Koshiro. I'm back. Now you have to throw all your plans away and stop everything you're doing and analyze my game. How about you? I was almost swearing here. How about I don't care what you say and continue with what I'm doing because this is my stream and you have nothing to say. How about that, Melkor? How does it feel to you? It's funny, I feel that I always feel like I play better in handicap games than in Evil, like a lot better. But now I'm thinking it's since I really don't do it in handicap games, I make mistakes, but then I'm trying. It's funny, I feel that I always feel like I play better in handicap games than in even. Like a lot better. But now I'm thinking, so that's what you were thinking, what you were feeling. Now I'm thinking it's since I really don't tilt in handicap games. I make mistakes, but then I say, it's just handicap, I will calm down and play a better moves. Yeah, so in the game you have to be, it's just a game. How about that? It's just a game. Sure, it's title match for $8 million on the line. Just a game. That's what I was dealing with today morning when I was playing Hollow Knight. And so the way you play the Hollow Knight, the last boss, you have to beat like around 60 bosses in succession, yeah? And if you die, you have to go back to the bottom. So imagine it like a shogi tournament. Yeah, you beat one, you go up, up, up. Each boss gets harder, harder, harder. And when you're at this last boss, which has 3 stages, by the way, last boss, the stress is so much because you spent those 50 bosses that takes like 30 minutes to beat, yeah? You spend the last 30 minutes to get to this point, and it's so nerve-wracking that if you make one mistake, you have to redo everything. I had to redo everything like 5 times since yesterday. And finally, what worked for me is just saying, doesn't matter. It's just like the training one, because you can train it. It's just like the training one. And I just did it slowly. I did it my way. I didn't try anything new. I did what I learned, my habits. I just kept it. Do not overcomplicate it. Do what you learned. And that's what works. Similar in Shogi. You want to do what you're used to. You want to play the style that you're used to. You don't want to do weird stuff. The weird stuff you can do for practice games. But yeah, in the end, each game is like this practice game that you play every day. It's the same thing. And of course, it will be stressful at first. But this is a skill you have to learn as well, yeah? I had to fail that level 5 times in order to be like, yeah, we've been in this situation before, it's not as stressful anymore, yeah? So you have to be there, you have to panic in order to learn to not panic, if it makes sense. Same with handicap games. I mean, yeah, it's an excuse that you say, oh, it's a handicap game, so I can lose. Getting a habit of I have to play every game on my best is also a good one, so that you don't be like that. That's a question I've been actually asking myself. Should we play every game like super stressed, or should we play like, oh, it's like an everyday thing? And I found out the everyday thing works better for me. Yeah. Even if it's like an important game, if it's like everyday thing for me, I'm less stressed and it works better for me personally. It sounds like I don't care, but it's important for me to have this mindset to not stress too much. Yeah, that's what I learned before a game to one done. That's what I try to be like, yeah. Not over stress. Holo game, yeah. Alright, remind me to make a maker if you want to highlight about this part. Sure, we can make a marker. Let's try that, the marker thing. Add stream marker. Oh, that's cool. Now we have to figure out how to find it later. Yeah, I remember when I used to play even one down, I was shaking the floor time, and now I play one down players and don't even notice. Exactly. No, Jen, I didn't put it in my stream deck, lol. Yeah. I had fun playing against Shimizu in my last game before the break. Alright, what I wanted to show you, you said lance drop, right? I guess lance drop? No. What I was calculating was this move. Because it's offensive, defensive move. It deletes the pieces in front of the king so you can run. And at the same time gives you a silver in hand. So this, you play this move, this type of move the whole game, right? You sacrifice the dragon to enable your attack. So I found it good. It's funny that when I played chess for 15 years, I never used to shake. The first time I noticed my hand shaking was I was playing shogi. Interesting. But yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, you played it for 15 years, meaning you had time to get used to it. And then I kind of calculated on the stream that this was made. One way or another. Yeah, the Habu's hand shaking is a famous sign that he thinks he's winning the game. Yeah, even Habu's hand is shaking, yeah. So yeah, you would have one more general. And yeah, mate in one. In this case, yeah, better to resign, yeah. Because it shows me that you're not respecting your opponent doing it. And I know you think you're better, because you are better. It's just that that way of thinking isn't good. And it's hurting your playstyle. You have to expect the best from your opponent. You have to expect them to see mate in one, at least. You're shaking on your whole body during games? That's interesting. We're learning something interesting on today's stream. Everybody has a different reaction on shogi. Yeah, I don't know if I told you guys. Every time before my match, I would have a few times in one night, I would have a dream that my alarm clock didn't ring and I would be late on my shogi game. Like each time. Like 3 times in one night before the game. And I asked Nakai, she had the same. But yeah, later I got used to it, I guess. But yeah, before stressful. Yeah, I guess when it was about before becoming 2Q, especially when there was even more stress. Oh, I don't want to talk about this. All right, thanks, Siri. Yeah. I actually, you know what, Lily? When I play shogi game, I actually feel cold sometimes. Like the blood leaves my face, kinda. Sometimes I feel like it. But then I realized maybe that's because I didn't eat enough sugar or something. But sometimes also happens when I'm like highly focused. It's hard to say. I didn't psychoanalyze it. But yeah, there are some reactions that you have during the game, like you're in better position and so on. It's similar to Habu's handshake, yeah. Like his hand shakes when he's winning. But I recognize that I also have maybe some of those. I assume everybody has, but it's interesting that you would be hot as opposed to my cold, yeah. Performance accent, yeah, that's a thing, yeah. Yeah, but there's this part of the game where like you know that one side is winning and everything goes silent. Depending if you're winning or losing, that's the best feeling in the world or the worst feeling in the world. And the worst feeling in the world is when you think you're winning, everything went silent, and then a move appears that turns around the whole game, and you're like, what the heck? Ooh, that's the worst. That's something you're gonna have nightmares about later on. All right, Lily, go to sleep. Good game, but yeah, take into account the points that I made about the mental approach, about not tilting, and those few lines you can consider later on. But I think you played really well in general. Yeah, I was amazed on many of your moves. Oh, and the most important, and the pound drop, yeah? 9-7, not 9-6. That's like the most important point from the early opening, early middle game. Mifa says, I never have problem like handshaking, but I have problem like after tournaments, I can still hear the BM in my brain. Oh, interesting. You're tilting the whole game, not winning a single game. Yeah, that's tournament practice. You have to forget about that one game and just continue winning. Continue fighting. I can relate to those experiences in online games, but I can imagine how it would be in real life, do or do situations as a pro or aspiring pro. Yeah, and again, my situation is nothing compared to Shorekai, so imagine that, right? All right, Melkor, your turn. We're stopping everything we're doing to comment on your amazing game. How about that? Lily's game done. Contetti game will be next, all right? On the Shogi. Cool. Hydrate, thank you. Oh god, stretch, hydrate. Here we go, drowning, stretching, change. This was gas water, that wasn't the best idea. Okay. Melkor. That's an illegal move. Something tells me that's not an even game. Especially that your opponent is Mifa. And I think I deleted... Oh no, you didn't have any comment. Rook handicap, actually. That's a very low handicap. All right. Exercising Kara. Actually, I needed it. I sit all down. Rook handicap. See you missed your game. That's not your game. This is rook handicap. Wait, it's not... What? Wait, that's not my game. Yes, this is your game. Melkor seems to be very confused today. All right. Thank you, Kabit. Good luck. Good luck. Have fun watching it. I thought you were gonna play. Have fun watching it. I heard there was some championship going on. All right, we have a rook and our opponent doesn't. How do we play this particular opening? Well, usually we would like to exchange the bishops and abuse the fact that we can drop it, or somehow find a way to sabaki our rook. And we're putting the king right in front of the enemy bishop, and we're not caring about the fact that our bishop's head can be attacked at any moment. Okay, it's going to go well, right? Yeah, so yeah. So what's going to happen in the next 3 moves? 1, 2, 3. What a surprise, right? Worked out. You were late. Yeah, we did Sea of Games today. That's the first one. It worked out okay. Okay, let's go. I'm not sure about this move from Mifa, actually. This one seems very passive. Yeah. Quite surprised. I would assume we would like to have our bishop promoted as soon as possible here. Like this. But we went back, which is weird because we're going back when we're aggressive. Mifa was tired. Hey, are we commenting on the game or are we commenting on our physical and psychical approach on that day? Those are all excuses. We're talking about the position, right? We're trying to learn here, right, Melkor? Everything you're saying right now are excuses. Excuses. Nice ending. I was doing household chore. Yeah, I'm sorry that you missed it. Yeah, but yeah, you can check the vote. Yeah, don't worry. I think I generally liked your game. It was pretty good. It was yes, it was a nice watch. So like allowing a horse like this, that's usually like let's think of it like a normal game. Yeah, let's forget that there is a rook missing. That's usually a bad sign. And this silver is almost dying, right? So we're kind of forced to make this. I mean, in the end, it worked out. Perhaps this move was better then. Like making this horse active would be pretty nice to see. And this horse being more active than your bishop and your rook would be really nice. As a general thing, you just walked your king under this bishop influence. And your bishop is really weak at the head, so that's something we have to consider. For example, your enemy has immediate option of doing this and like chasing the bishop away and then opening their own bishop, making a check. Forcing, let's say, yeah, forcing the knight up. This can lead to a bit mess up with your position depending on the situation, so we have to be really careful about it. I don't know about this certain position, but we're missing a rook after all. But good to be aware of that. So yeah, I think you were at disadvantage here. And then I think it's the Mifa side that made Little bit of mistake. This bishop drop was very powerful, very good move from you. And this rook was also super interesting to watch. I assume if we take this silver, you're gonna just jump in and take that silver. You will have 3 generals, they will have 3 generals. It's actually hard to tell that you're winning in the end. Or are we gonna take it with the horse, not the rook? That would make more sense, right? Let's say like this, if they drop something, you can abuse that piece with a knight, because you have a knight. That would be better, probably. If they stop your rook, you take here. If they take the rook, you have a mate. So that makes more sense. So this is why it's such a powerful move. Trying to block, taking the lance, trying to reopen. Yeah, but then you take 2 for 1. Your bishop is better. That's such a weak defense here. It would make more sense to add up a piece. This kind of move is saying I'm trying to save up on my pieces because I want to attack. The problem is this breaks it. This breaks the whole position, and Melkor found the mate, right? This is checkmate in 3. So usually we would prefer to add the piece, but then again we have the knight. Maybe we can abuse it further. It's not easy to defend it. Therefore, I would say just here, this horse is so much better than this, so you have full advantage. Even though you don't have the rook in this position. That knight is much more valuable than the rook, in a way. You wanted to go for kingside vanguard pawn. Is this an excuse again? Mifa was super insisted on sharing that game with you because he was kind of forced to play many aggressive moves in that 4 handicap game. Yeah. Someone commented it was very Mifa-like style. Yeah, but really well done, Melkor. Your tactics are amazing. He rook handicap against Mifa. That's really good result, actually. Really good. Next, bishop. Yeah, looking forward to it. Yeah, Melkor is getting stronger too. Yeah. I wonder what will be your ESC score. I haven't got enough time, and why is everything I say sound like an excuse to Karol? Well, let's say like let's assume you're sending me a game, and you say I was very tired and I played bet shogi. What did we learn from that sentence? Well, sure, it's not your best game, but the reason why you're sending me this game is because you want to learn something. So I have to ignore your comment about you being tired and just look at the position and comment on it, yeah? So this is why it's kind of excuse, because it doesn't matter in the end that you were tired. Yeah, we can acknowledge that fact, but what we want to do is we still want to improve on that game, right? We still want to find what you can play better, where you made the mistake. And therefore that one player was tired and the other was tired and something, those are side notes. They don't matter. Shogi starts as an equal game. We just consider the position. If we want to talk about, oh, you shouldn't play shogi when you're tired, or Mifa should rest more, or Lily should sleep more, yeah, we can talk about this. A win is a win, exactly. The bishop handicap is quite rough if the opponents know what to do. I personally found bishop handicap the hardest for myself to play the handicap game of. Yeah. Okay, and lastly, Contenti. You're saying Imported a Shogi Wars game to Shogi. Not sure if the link will work for others. I don't have a specific question, but if you can let me know any mistakes I need working on, that would be nice. It was kind of hard to figure out what to do once I broke on the opponent's camp, so I started defending. That's bad sign usually. Computers are saying that I was wrong. Yeah, okay, there's sacrifices. All right, let's try to open that kifu then. It doesn't... No, it works. It's just the names. So you're saying you're Sente. Okay, so Sente is on the bottom. All right. So you say you broke through. Yeah, you broke through, but you're losing a silver and a lens. And this pawn taken. Okay, continue. All right. So, question number 1: where is your castle? Where is your castle? See you, yellow. Thank you for the kifu. Yeah. So this is good. Your silver is on the 5th row, but the problem is... Yeah, this is good too. The problem is, in this second, they have this amazing counter, and that's a problem. That's a problem. If it was like this, oh, they take our silver promote. That's great. Yeah, you're saying here the comment pound drop to defend, but the problem is you're losing silver as an effect, and they're still threatening pound push. And this token is strong, but not strong enough alone. So it's probably good fight, but requires some... Is the finesse English word? You probably have to slow down, defend here, and then drop a pawn here. Go slowly to pick up those pieces and get this material loss back in hand. That would be my plan. It would be equal game. Probably, if you played perfectly winning to you, but it requires some slower approach here. Here is similar. But again, you want to go with finesse. Yeah, you want to go slowly. Yeah, this is the point. This is a good shape to make. Token and pawn. Because this is you're using the forces you have, and this one is you're building up on what you have with the second token. Yeah? So yeah, I think it's still winning, even if they take lance, you take here. This token here next is very threatening. Finesse. Yeah, that's the word here I want to use. I'm just not sure how to pronounce it. Okay, so here you're losing the pawn. Yeah, you're losing it. And as an effect, you lost your token. Yeah, you have a dragon, but dragon for a silver, that's not good enough. Maybe you can sacrifice the lance. If you got your dragon here, knight for a silver, that would be better. Just that it's not enough. Finesse. Shogi finesse. Reminds me when I was on holiday, but still need to play Shogi against Mapo. I was fighting Storm in the middle of the sea all day and made it out alive. Play a game with him. 2-piece handicap. I slept while in game. Nice. Why would you go to the sea during the storm though? That seems scary. Check the weather before, no? Or was it like a sudden storm? Finesse. Without pronouncing the E. Finesse. Fitness. Finesse. Anyway, finesse. We want a gentle play here, yeah? Gentle play here. If you're not knowledgeable with our general chat. So here, for example, this move is better because this is just a lance. It doesn't treat them much alone. So you're like, you dropped a lance. Let me take it on the next move. Here, sure, but like, let's say you take it. What did you gain? A lance. How did it change from this situation? Well, they lost a lance, so you gained half of a lance. If you go here, you gain a whole lance. So you have 2 lances. So it's a little bit better. Okay, but I guess they're gonna come here. Well, then you promote. It's fine. You're not gonna able to take the lance, but also you still have 1 in your hand. Yeah. Yeah, you can argue they can make a token and something. Sure, maybe if you feel safer, that's fine. That's a bad move by your opponent. Let's see if you play the correct move. Wrong. So again, you don't want to give your opponent's pieces in hand. How about going here? You keep your castle. Finally, you have a castle or something that resembles it. You keep it intact. And this horse is protected anyway. And then they have to go here, then they have to promote. Then it takes time, yeah? In the meantime, you can play a different move. Knight drop. Yeah, so you just wasted their time by refusing to deal with them. If you do this, that speeds up. They have a token, and it's still their move. Yeah, you gain material, sure, but it's, remember, the closer to the endgame we are, what matters? The speed, yeah? So do not enable this pawn. We actually enabled this guy. Do not enable it. See, you enabled it. And you enabled the silver as well, because it changed to a knight. So in this type of situation, say no thank you. Okay. So yeah, because you didn't have time, like here, even here, yeah, if you're brave enough, this is a very important move to play as soon as possible. Sure, if they play here, we will have to deal with it, but that's something they could have done from the very beginning. It's a good move that they could have played, yeah? So now the question will be like, what do we do with the bishop? But slowly, we're arriving at that point. We don't have time to really activate it, right? This is protected, no? Isn't it protected? Why are we double protecting the pawn? Okay, I see. They have no pawn in hand, so you wanna avoid it. Sure. Sure. Okay. What do? We go to 2 square, right? I guess taking is also good. 2 square. Taking is good because it distracts the knight. Yeah, we not only exchange, but what I would like to do is go here and say, haha, your rook couldn't sabaki. And mine is here. So you escape, you try to promote. Aha, I take the gold. Oh, you take it. Oh, I have a mate. You take it with the king. Thank you for coming closer. I will put a hishi. So what's more important in this position is this gold, yeah? So they will be forced to take it. And then we have a rook. And we're happy. And then we're gonna drop the knight. Or something like that. Of course, it's their turn. They're gonna play moves like this and we have to deal with it. Part of shogi life, yeah? Shogi lifestyle. We have to deal with it. Finally, we're activating the bishop. It would be nice to do it 20 moves ago. But we don't want to chase the king. This chases the king here, which is a safe place for them. You want to surround them, yeah? So how about this? I selected half of the screen. How about this? Even one move earlier. Huh? Threatening mate in 1. Stuff like those are important. Okay, they dropped an S. Yeah, this move has no meaning. This move has no meaning because it doesn't matter anymore. The silver is actually better here, protecting those 3 squares, rather than protecting this gold and this knight. I want you to acknowledge this, yeah? It's better here. It's better here. It enables our king to move here, rather than wasting a move and being completely useless. Yeah, I know I'm harsh, but it's important to know. Interesting. You do think about surrounding, so that's better flow. No. Surround, 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 surround. Yeah, something like this is better. They can take, they can drop the rook, and they might have a checkmate on us. Probably not. If we take, they have a checkmate. Oh no, we have a... It's fine. Something like this was better. Surround, yeah? Remember, add to your attack. Do not relinquish the power. Add to the power. This tree tends to take the silver, take it, and then you take here. Yeah? Yeah, so the shape itself is meaningless. Shape is good in the opening, not in the endgame. Here, surround, yeah? Add to the power. I want you to get this feeling of adding to the power. This distracts, chases away the king. Add to the power, surround the king. Those are the two things you have to get from this game. Yeah, see? So you're adding to the power now. Yeah, but yeah, your horse is falling. I guess it was falling in the previous variation as well, unfortunately. Yeah, so here he has dragon. There's no way you're gonna win from here. No way you... No way you're gonna... Okay, this is a very crazy ending. So... I think just this is winning for your opponent. If he just calms down and goes here or here, it's like winning. And that's all. There's no need to go for this crazy variation. And moves like this, yeah? Moves like this, he can just run away here. I guess that's not strong enough, so this is why he's forced to. It's still close, but you would have much less trouble by doing this. All right, so power, surround, make a castle, right? So if you want to make a castle, do it in the opening. Here, do not enable enemy, this pawn, do not enable it, yeah? Here, build up the power, right? Build up the power. Very important. This is great. This might be a little bit too close to the enemy pieces. I would be more comfortable here. But the point is, build up. Slight escape. Priorities. You want it here so that you can take the gold. That's important move here. Surround, yeah? Surround. The best move was probably this. You really try to surround him. Probably he can take, but let's ignore that fact. The idea is what matters here. Yeah, surround. But you have to follow up on it. Alright, hope you enjoyed this, Condetti. Sorry, we kind of ran out of time, so maybe I couldn't get into all of the details. Yeah, Tsume teaches you kind of bad things, but the Tsume teaches you speed up as well, yeah? That feeling of speed in the end game. So that's important. So that then you... Yeah, doing Hishi is also pretty important. Surrounding. Yeah, that's what we're doing on Thursday streams. Alright, cool. Oh, hope I didn't cry too much. Sorry. So yeah, the next stream we're gonna do, guys, on Thursday, we're gonna continue our book study. I might do the board Wednesday stream. Who knows? That's all random. We of course have Saturday stream where we're gonna learn some probably central rook kifu. I'm gonna prepare something. Oh, actually, I don't know if I have enough time. Anyway, we're gonna have Saturday stream. We're gonna have Sunday stream again. We're gonna have all your newest kifu. If you have Yoko Fudori games, please notify me earlier so that I can prepare something. So I can prepare myself mentally. Yoko Fudori is also accepted. Just give me a ping in the Discord. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, let me see if we can rate anyone. Maybe someone is streaming Shogi right now. I'm pretty sure that Shogi explained schedule was to stream on Sundays. No? No? I don't see anybody streaming Shogi. We have some French streamers if you are interested. There are 2 new French streamers. Yeah, I can give you more details on the Discord. But if you go to this Shogi category on Twitch, it will pop up. There are those 2 new French streamers. He overslept. Okay. All right. So thank you guys, and see you probably Wednesday or Thursday or Discord. Bye bye.